casting.
So you want to get into some of these Buzzfeed texts?
I would love to. Yes.
All right. So there's an article that my girlfriend sent me about the title of the article is 33 nice guys who are absolutely getting left on red in 2021. And this is an example of, these are just like awkward, kind of cringy texts, and yeah, it's just different situations, different texts, like guys thinking they're being nice, but it's just a lot of like cringiness and awkwardness. And I mean, I've sent awkward, cringy texts, especially, early on in college. I'm still figuring out, testing the waters of how you text girls, be cool, not be cool, what to say. Especially as a guy, when you have the burden of texting a girl first, there's this whole formula in your head where you're trying to think out the perfect text to start shit. So I do have sympathy for guys that are sending texts, but these just showed zero feel at all.
Yeah.
All right, so this is the first one. This girl posted a screenshot of this text, and it says, the title of it is, "So my morning is off to a great start, ... And the text conversation, this is all the guy. She did not even reply to one of these. So the first text from the guy is at Wednesday, July 7th, 2021 at 2:27 a.m. The guy texts her, "Can I ask you a serious question?"
First mistake there is not just fucking asking the question. Mm-hmm. And I know our mom does that. I love my mom. She's fine. But before a question, she'll be like, "Can I just say something?" If you're a guy and say, "Can I ask you a question?" to a girl instead of just fucking asking the question, because that's why you have a mouth.
Yeah.
Then you're fucking up.
Do that, Crystal Lee, again. One more time.
You're fucking up.
Absolutely.
Yeah, dude.
Yes.
Probably just blew everyone's ears out.
So yeah,
lower your volume for that. Actually, you would have to go forward in time to know that you would have to lower time.
Don't just go with it. But yeah, can I ask you a serious question? That's more of a verbal accent to say something in person. Like if I'm talking to you in person, it's just to get. If I say, "Can I ask you a serious question?" I just go into it. Do you really think that shirt looks good? Can I ask you a serious question? Or here's the thing. That's another thing. You don't actually text that. You don't text someone, "Here's the thing." But in person, you might say, "Here's the thing. This is why I don't. Can I ask you a serious question?" Blah, 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 blah. But you never text, "Can I ask you a serious question?" You just
because that's like a spontaneous thing that comes out of your brain while you're talking. But that means you thought about typing it and still typed it.
Yeah, exactly. So, "Can I ask you a serious question?" 2:27 a.m. No response. The guy then sends at 2:29 a.m.
Oh.
"How long do I have to wait for you exactly? It's been a good little while now since you and Jessica split up. Meanwhile, I've been on the sideline for years, forced to watch while you've gone through your little free spirit experiment phase."
Wait. You and... This is a guy texting a girl?
Yes, it's a guy.
So why is he saying you and Jessica?
He said little free experiments of spirit experiment phase. So maybe she was in a relationship with a girl. She was doing... maybe she's a lesbian. Maybe it was a phase. I don't know. But this guy's saying... It's been a while since you and Jessica broke up. I've been forced to watch on the sidelines. Do you think there was a response?
No fucking way.
You're absolutely right.
Yes. Dude, if you, first of all, if you
absolutely right.
See us at the Christmas musical this fucking New Year, the Christmas.
2:33 a.m.
Oh, there's another one.
Oh, there's more.
Was he drunk or just...
I don't know. We'll find out.
But first of all, double texting is wrong, but double texting because someone didn't answer you is... First of all, double texting is not wrong. If someone's like, "How'd your trip go?" It's hard to describe it in one sentence, and you might think of something later, whatever. But if you're saying... If you double text and it's because they didn't answer you, and it's also 2 minutes later, dude, you're
fucking So 2:33 a.m. This is the third text since 2:27 a.m. This is text number.
These
3.
are actually from me, by the way. This is all my dating experiences of me fucking up really badly.
Exactly. You got posted on Buzzfeed.
It's pretty close.
So this is the third unanswered text. This is the third unanswered text, the second paragraph text within a span of 6 minutes after 2 a.m. So 2:33 a.m. No response from the girl still. When are you going to realize that your little experiment is a failure? That there's no reason for a girl who's as drop dead gorgeous as you to turn to women for a romantic connection when I'm everything you could ever want? 2:55 a.m. No response. He sends this. I'm 6'4", perfect, sun-kissed skin, impeccable credit. This the application for Jesse Smollet's hate crime guys that he was going to use.
This is the guy who
perfect, sun-kissed, white skin, knows how to tie a noose.
This is the
will keep my mouth shut.
It sounds like one of those fucking guys from the Social Network that those twins that made Facebook. One of those guys.
Yeah. He's an easily 6'4", perfect sun-kissed skin, impeccable credit, easily pulling down 6 figures, and an impressive 10-inch member that can satisfy you in ways that no woman ever could. The type of guy...
Wait, is this Johnny Sins?
That's what I'm thinking.
Because he easily pulls 6 figures, and he has probably 10-inch cock.
And Johnny Sins can pull 6 figures. He can pull 7 figures depending on how he dresses. If he wants to dress as an
investment analyst.
Well, he could dress as a lawyer, but he could be a public defendant where he's making 6 figures, or maybe a prosecutor. Maybe he's defending a private corporation. Like he's a corporate lawyer making 7 figures. So Johnny Sins is flexible. Maybe he's a physician's assistant. He dresses one day, so he's making 6 figures. The next day he's dressing as a doctor, making 7. So this could be Johnny Sins. He could be making 6, 7, 5 figures depending on how he goes on to set.
By the way, unfortunately for kids that are pre-med, if you want to make 7 figures as a doctor, you got to be a neurosurgeon. I'm sorry.
Is that true?
Only neurosurgeons are making $1 million. Maybe some spine surgeons.
Spine surgeons, brain surgeons.
Although, if you have your private practice.
What about ball surgery? I feel like that's worth millions of dollars. If you can give guys better balls or fix their balls, give them huge penises. Maybe this guy had surgery on his dick, and that's why it's 10 inches.
I think ball surgeons do pretty well. That would be a urologist.
Yeah.
What would that be? Plastic surgeon, urologist?
Something like that.
They do very well too.
So pulls down 6 figures and has an impressive 10-inch member that can satisfy you no ways a woman ever could. The type of guy that if your dad were still with us would have given me his blessing to continue his bloodline. So not only is he pulling his 10-inch cock into this, his 6-figure salary, but he's also saying, hey, by the way, if your dad wasn't 6 feet in the ground right now, he would have seen my 10-inch cock and my 6-figure salary and given me and looked at it and said, you know what, Jessica? Or whatever this girl's name is. I don't know what her name is. Jessica is her ex-girlfriend. Let's call her Sharon. You know what, Sharon? You're not getting with this guy. You're fucking up. Hop on that 10-inch cock right now, Sharon. Right now. This is your dead dad talking to you right now. Pick up the phone, suck on that cock, get that 6-figure salary, divorce him in 10 years, take half that salary, do whatever you want, but you're fucking up not having this guy. Yeah. And that's the message he's trying to tell her. Think of your dead dad. When I'm telling you about my 10-inch cock, what's going to put you at ease is thinking of your dead father.
Yeah, I think I think she wasn't going to answer, but once he sent that one, she was like, "You know what? You're right. I should think about my dead dad, and I should give you a chance, Brad. I really should give you a chance." Now, after the 6th text without me answering, now you've convinced me to get back to you and that you're not crazy or a sociopath and you're not going to murder me.
How funny would it be if this guy, the next text he sent to her was, Sharon, this is your dead father. This is your dead father texting you from the grave.
Sharon,
I'm your watchful protector. I'm looking out for you. I see over you, and I see that there's this guy. There's this guy with a 10.5-inch cock. He makes 9 figures, and he's gonna
Fuck it, 10 figures. He makes 10 figures.
10 figures, 10 inches. This guy's gonna blow your back out into retirement, and you're never gonna have to worry about making another dollar or getting another dick for the rest of your life. Sharon, please to God, listen to me. This is your father coming from beyond the grave. I know your mother stabbed me to death, but the one thing I do know is that your mom and I would both want, because we're both dead. That's the other thing this guy doesn't know, is that both her parents are dead, and they want her to go out with this guy.
Yeah, I think she should do it. After hearing all the evidence, I think that she should go out with him. I agree.
The last thing he says is, I want to make us work. I really do, but I don't know how much longer I can wait for you to grow up. I want to have a family, and I don't know how much longer you're going to be viable for that sort of thing.
This whole thing makes me feel better, a lot better, because I've definitely, early on in my dating years, I've been too fast to text a girl. Let's say she didn't get back within a day or something, or a couple of days. I texted her. I shot her that text. I was like, hey, how's it going? I didn't hear from you. And I probably shouldn't have done that. You just got to give some people some space. And it wasn't a positive thing for me to do that. But now hearing this guy means that was a 1. That was maybe a 2 or 3 on the 10 on the possible scale of how fucking nuts it was. And actually, this guy was me. This guy was me. So
yeah, I'm reading your phone. So the one thing I do like, it definitely desperation, weird, creepy as fuck. But the one thing he does do, in a span of 30 minutes with no answered texts, he lays out the bullet points of why you should get with him clearly. Because a lot of guys
summarizes the info.
Like people get into relationships without a clear image and a clear definition in their mind of why is this person a better partner than the other options. What is this person doing for me? A lot of times people just go off the bullshit feeling of, I feel something about this person, and they ignore the other negative signs about that person because they have this romanticized feeling that movies have told us to buy into. It's all about the feelings. Don't think about it too much, because if you do, that'll ruin it. This guy says, you know what? Fuck that. You may not feel this to me, but I'm going to lay out exactly what I have. I have watching the failed lesbian relationship that I watched you go through. I have my height. I have my perfect sun-kissed skin. I have a 19-inch cock. I make 12 figures. Your dad's dead, so I'm going to be your daddy. And you might not be viable anymore. You might not be able to have a kid in a few years. And he lays out the 5 or 6 bullet points in a very creepy, desperate way. But still, he's not relying on a feeling. And that's one thing we can learn from this person, is that you want to have concrete bullet points and concrete evidence of what you're bringing to the table as a partner, what the other person is bringing to the table as a partner.
That's how you got Julie. You texted her 10 times in a row, no answer. But then when you let the bullet points of, I'm Zach, I look like Thor, and I have an 18-inch penis, she was like, I'm fucking in.
Yeah.
That's it.
I said I'm Zach. I have a 4-pack. My skin is translucent, and I have a 6-inch cock on paper. So
that's fine.
That's fine. If I stab the ruler into my pelvis, it gets to 6 inches. If I press really hard, I can make it past the 6-inch.
If you get the surgery to pull it out of you a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So let's if I get the Johnny Sin surgery, let's move on to the second text. So that's what we got from the first guy. Lay out exactly what you bring to the table as a partner. Doesn't mean they're going to say yes, but let them know. Second guy, let's see if there's anything.
He got the girl.
Yeah. So this is the second guy. This just says 11:18 p.m. So no day, but it's late at night. And he says, "Hey, this is the first text." Second guy, different conversation. First text, 11:18 p.m. "Hey, sorry to hear about your grandma. I'm here to talk if you want." And then there's the angel emoji. Smiley face, halo around the head. "But also, you said you would..."
Keep going. Yeah.
"I'm here to talk if you want. But also, you said you would send tits a couple days ago, and you never did."
Whoa, shit, dude, that took a turn, man.
Yeah.
Whose tits?
So sorry your grandma's dead, but also where are those tits? Where are those
Dude,
tits?
That's
Not-
all right.
And not even so she didn't send one tit because he says tits plural. So she after her grandma died.
Do you not say tits plural ever? Do you ever ask for a tit?
Well, so if my girlfriend's grandma passed away, I understand that she's mourning and she's grieving, so she may only be have one tit emotionally available and be able to send me that. So I would have said you said you would send a tits a couple days ago, and I only got one. I wouldn't say you never did. So she didn't even have the decency to send this guy a single tit after the funeral. So he's still titless, this guy. No tits in his phone. From her.
Surprising, yeah.
And he says, but it's okay. I get it. I get it. If you have a lot going on, just do it when you get the chance. Red heart. No answer.
Yeah, let me see some of these. Yeah. I'm just
What do you
just,
think?
Just continuously surprised that the girl didn't answer. I think that's just a normal morning text.
Yeah.
No, that's I think the guy I hope the guy realizes how crazy it was after the first block of text and then like just didn't want to surrender and say, "Oh wait, I was being a fucking idiot." And so they just keep trying to play it off like it was normal. So he sent the first one, "Hey, sorry to hear about your grandma," whatever, and then the tits, whatever. And he just couldn't give up. He just kept talking about it, and he was trying to work off the emotional vulnerability of losing your grandma. He knows what he wants, but he's not going to get it.
He's
just not going to get it.
Here's what
it was a good try, but
here's what I don't want from here's what I don't like about what this guy did. From a human being standpoint and from a decency and a truthful standpoint, he started off by hiding behind the grandma excuse for the text.
Yeah, don't
He
say.
said, "Hey, I'm sorry to hear about your grandma," to kick in the door, because what he really desired.
He's not sorry.
He desired. No, he wanted the tits, and he desired the tits. And you should lead with what you desire, because the one thing, guys and girls, whoever it is that really grinds my gears is when people don't lead with what they want. When they send you an email and they have all this 4 paragraphs of bullshit, and then you get to the end and you finally figure out that this person just wanted you to send them back some, Excel sheet that you said you would do them last week. And there's all this kind of like polite bullshit in between where you're like, "Oh, I'm so, how's your week going? I'm so sorry to hear about this." It's like, this isn't an in-person conversation. This is over text. This is over email. Just tell me what you need from me. And if I can do it, I'll do it when I get the chance. So this guy was trying to build a fake rapport with this girl.
Yes.
About her grandma. He should have led with the tits.
Yes.
We should try to revise the first text right now in real time and figure out, if you wanted to get a nude from a girl you liked whose grandma just passed away, what would you lead with? Change it up. Let's try to help this guy out.
Fuck. His grandma just passed away. I'd probably say that's tough, man, because girls have to feel, in all seriousness, girls have to feel emotionally ready and then also sexy. And they have to be like in some good conversation and know that you want them to like get anything. So like already the grandma dying has to be a grandma they didn't really care about. And it has to be like a grandma where they were like, "Oh, that was like a distant person that was like a fifth cousin or something." And I had to, and I heard about it over text. Yeah. That has to be the situation, unfortunately. and she can't be that sad about it. And then you would just lead directly with, you know, I bought some essential oils. You know, I heated up the body oil, put it on. I'm looking like Thor today. I did some abs, and I'm just wondering if you want to join me for a phone sesh, or if you don't want to, then my DMs work as well. Just looking for one tit. That's it. Just one tit. Yeah.
Yeah, I would say
really hard to segue from the dead grandma.
So I'll give what I think.
Hard.
I'll give what I think you should have sent. But first, there are a couple other things I want to address. So again, I think this guy's obviously he's creepy. He's not straightforward. He's, you know, he seems like he's kind of spineless. And I'm not saying it's because he's asking for nudes at a funeral. That's a different situation entirely. But he said, hey, he's planting a false empathetic opening text. I'm sorry to hear about your grandma. He's not. He's offering also a false offer. He's not. I'm here to talk if you want. No, you're not, bro.
Also, can we cancel that gesture? You know what? Anytime you say just call me if you need me, I'll do anything. Anything you need, call me. You're not doing anything.
Well,
I will call it. If someone dies and anyone out there watching this, if you say call me if you need me, I will call you for car wash, mowing my lawn, plane tickets, and many more things.
Okay, so the laziest way that
more things.
The laziest way that you can offer someone help is to just say, "Hey, I'm here if you need me." Because then you're putting the burden on that person to ask you for help.
That's awkward as shit.
For something you may or may not be qualified for. The best way to offer help, seriously, is to say, you know, if say someone's dad, grandma just passed away, you say, hey, I'm around this week. This is when I'm available. This is what I can do. I can cut the grass. I can make you food.
Bring over food.
I can give you a ride to the funeral home. I'm going to be around this week.
Seriously.
This is the time I'm around, days I'm around. You let me know. I'm not saying, I'm just giving you a general, you know, if you need help, you know, let me know. Because then you're putting too much burden on the person. You say, this is what I can do for you. This is when I'm around. All you need to do is pull the trigger, send me a text, and I'll be right there. That's the actual way to offer someone help. Is you be specific with your direct. This guy was just like, I'm here if you need me. And then he says, but also you said you would send tits. Like, but to what? There's nothing to refute. Like, but is to refute something. So he just kind of starts the sentence awkwardly. And so he seems very demanding of, you said you would send tits a couple days ago and you never did. That is a very demanding sentence. And then he kind of backs off a little bit and says, but it's okay. I get it. You have a lot going on. And so he walks it back and he's like, but it's okay. You have a lot going on. I don't need it. Mm-hmm. And then he ends off with, just when you get the chance. So he's all over the place. I'm sorry. And then he's demanding, like, give me tits. And then he's like, but it's okay. You don't have to. But actually you do when you get the chance. So it's like, I'm sorry. I need it. I don't need it. Fake polite. Mm-hmm. It's to me, you know, first of all, I think nudes are overrated in the first place with the amount of porn available. I think the better off situation would have been for this guy to just say, hey, I'm sorry to hear about your grandma. If you're actually interested in this girl, even if it's just a fling, even if they just ended up hooking up a few times, hey, I'm sorry to hear about your grandma. Just a polite text, a kind text, nothing attached to it. Just let it go how it goes. And then a couple weeks later, you don't mention the grandma. You don't say something trying to get your foot in the door emotionally and kind of like harping on this girl's emotions. You just say something like, I would really love to take you out this weekend. Mm-hmm. And the ball's in her court to respond. You say, hey, I'm going to this show this weekend. I'd love to take you on a date. Mm-hmm. And you super direct, put the ball in their court. And if she cares enough, she will say, I want to go out, or I don't want to go out with you. And it's also not connected to some sort of pity, sympathy about her grandma. That you make them unconnected. I don't think it ever works out. It comes off as sleazy when you try to connect the emotions of a person, something emotional. When you try to connect something emotional to a favor or a date, it never comes off well.
Yeah, that guy really fucked up too, dude.
All right, let's do
That was
one more.
even worse.
Let's do one more. All right. This is the next text. This is the last one we'll do before we move on to the next topic. This is September 17th. First text from the guy at 11:03 a.m. So daytime text. Let's do it. He says, to open up the conversation, "Hey, smiley face. Would you be open to getting some dinner and watching a movie with me?" First response. She says an hour and a half later, 12:39 p.m. "Hi, sorry, who is this? I don't have a large majority of my old contacts. LOL, sorry." He responds, "I'm blank." His name's scratched out. Just let's call him Sam. He says, "I'm Sam, smiley face. You were in line in front of me at blank. Let's say the deli. I'm Sam. You were in line in front of me at the deli, and you smiled at me. I overheard you giving your number to the employee, and I remembered it. Parentheses, I have a great memory.
Yeah.
And I thought you were really beautiful, so I wanted to ask you out. Smiley face." The girl then responds right away, "You have to be shitting me right now." He says, "What's wrong?" ? And she responds, "Why would you listen to my number? That's creepy." He says, "Oh no, I'm a nice guy.
Oh my God.
I promise. Haha. Just give me a chance." And he says, and she says, "I'm sorry, but no." End of conversation.
Oh my God, that's so fucking weird.
Yeah.
I mean, I've heard of people that, get numbers through friends or mutual friends because they liked someone, and that's awesome. That's great. That's fine. Do that. At least ask for permission, but that's so fucking weird. That's like following someone home, but virtually. That's like trailing someone to their house, but electronically on a phone. Yeah. That's like the 2050 version of stalking someone. Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
That's so weird, dude.
Yeah, I mean,
also, is this guy like work for the CIA with that type of skill?
No, I don't think so. I mean,
also, you really have to you have to really be there at the right time and very close to hear that. And
yeah,
dude, that's so fucking weird.
First of all, let's just say you're creepy, you're fucking awkward, and you stole the number. First of all, it's creepy to just copy someone's number down. Even if it's like Kendall Jenner in front of you and she's at the deli and she's saying her number out loud, like it's fucking creepy to take it down. But let's just say you overheard this girl's number. You're set on texting her and you got the number in a creepy way. You lie. If you it's creepy, you lie. You say, I was out a few weeks ago and you gave me your number, and you hope that she also went out to a bar recently too, or went out maybe with her friends and like got fucked up, and maybe she's like, "Oh, I gave this guy my number and I must have forgot." But like you don't tell someone, "I overheard you saying your number to someone else and I was listening in on your number and I memorized it and now I'm texting you." That's literally advertising the bodies that you have in your freezer.
Probably has 3 or 4.
At least.
Probably has a few heads in the freezer, I would assume. This guy's
yeah. And I love how he says, "What's wrong?"
And he tries to
after she says, "You've got to be shitting me right now."
Total lack of awareness.
Yeah,
he sounds like a Ted Bundy.
Like she's pissed at something else. Like she accidentally sent him a text, "You got to be shitting me right now," and he's like, "Oh my God, what's wrong? Like, do you need me to come and help you?" And she's like, "You fucking creep! Stop memorizing my number."
Oh my God.
Yeah, and he says, "Oh no, I'm a nice guy. I promise."
And that's also bad. Just saying I'm a nice guy.
First of all, you don't want to be a nice guy. You want to be a kind guy, but like no one likes a nice guy. And also nice guys don't say they're nice. Nice guys.
Yeah, that's true. You don't have to say it, you just show
Yeah.
it, but you don't want to be a people pleaser. That's just, you want to be confident and respectful, but you don't want to be a people pleaser. That's not the way to get girls, is by always sucking up to them. I mean, you want to be respectful to your girl and appreciate them, but you don't have, you're not supposed to be carrying their groceries and every day and just sending them long manuscripts, 10-page manuscripts of love letters to them every morning. You just need to be a normal, respectful, confident person and have your own goals too. So this guy really fucked that up right there too. He fucked up twice.
Absolutely.
And he's also a stalker. Crystalia?
Yes, it's me.
Chris? You're back? Yeah.
Oops.
Oops.
But yeah, and also he says, just give me a chance at the end. That's basically modern. That's like begging for quarters in the dating world. That's like having a cup, going to a girl and shaking it like you're begging for change and being like, just give me a chance, please. I haven't had pussy in 3 years. Just give me a chance. Just put something in my cup. Oh fuck, please. Like, and I take back what I said at the beginning. I think the move is, don't lie. If this is gonna work, he committed a creepy act by memorizing this girl's number that she said online in a store or something. She's probably paying for something, maybe was signing up for a membership. I don't know. You are a creepy guy. So if you're gonna have a relationship or just like a casual dating experience, the person that you're with also needs to be accepting of borderline creepy/very creepy behavior. So you need to lead with, hey, I'm not gonna lie, I overheard you saying your number in the department store when you were, or the deli, whatever it is, paying for this thing, and I think you're beautiful, and I know this is coming off. I know this comes off as creepy, and you have to acknowledge the creepiness. That's the thing. By you acknowledge and saying like, hey, I know this is creepy, or I know this is straightforward. I know this is gonna sound weird. If you're gonna do something creepy or weird, acknowledging the weirdness diffuses it in her mind a little bit. She may not say yes, but saying, I know, you could say something like, I know this is going to sound weird as fuck, but I overheard you saying your number in the department store, and I thought you were beautiful, and I memorized your number so that I could text you later because I didn't have a chance to see you on the way out. I understand if you don't even answer this text, but I just wanted to let you know I heard your number. I thought you were beautiful, and I want to take you out.
Yeah.
There's no guarantee that she would have said yes, but I
would have said yes to you.
I appreciate that. But I do think that would have been this person's best chance at getting a response, is acknowledging
they didn't have Zach the dating consultant there when he was there, but
yeah, I mean,
can't win every time.
Don't again,
or at least just say, hey, I know this is fucking weird and very spontaneous. Don't try to play it off like, oh, what's wrong? You mean you don't get?
Yeah.
You mean guys don't listen to your number in public?
Yeah. Oh my God, what's wrong? Is there a creep there trying to harass you? Do you need me to come and save you? I listened to your address. I overheard it, so I'm outside your house right now. I heard it after the number, and I followed you home.
Hey, so sorry. I'm in your kitchen. I listened to your garage code when you were saying it. I'm so sorry.
Yeah.
That's just, it's on my part. It's a mistake on my part.
Yeah. No, I'm so sorry. When I asked you if you wanted to go out with me and you said yes, you were actually sleeping. You were talking in your sleep, but I was standing over you when I asked you the question, and I was trying to time it right so you'd say yes. So
yeah. I
was listening to your sleep. And I just wanted you to know that. But like, a lot of what I'm noticing is that these texts that are creepy, I think what adds to the creepiness is the sliminess of not being direct with your intentions.
Mm-hmm.
Like that, to me, these texts still would have been creepy or weird, but like when I think of a creepy guy, I think of a weird, passive guy that is not direct, is not assertive, isn't willing to say what he wants straightforward. To me, that's creepy. There are weird guys that are assertive. It would still be weird to send a text saying, hey, I overheard you say your number, thought you're beautiful. I wasn't sure if I was going to see you on the way out to ask you, so I memorized it, took it down, and I want to take you on a date this weekend. Completely understand if you don't respond to it. That's weird as fuck, but at least that guy is being straightforward about his intentions. I feel like what's adding to the creepiness and what's adding to the lack of response or negative responses from these women is that these guys are trying to weasel their way in through ulterior motives and ulterior intentions by saying like, oh, sorry about your mom, sorry about the funeral. Oh, hey, how's it going? Like not giving a reason for reaching out. Like you have to open with the weirdness.